Parashurama. Parashurama is the sixth avatara of the Dashavatars of Lord Vishnu. The Dashavatar or the 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu takes place across the 4 yugas or major transitory periods Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali. Legends of Parashurama run from the Treta Yuga to Dwapara Yuga, and temples of Parashurama are present on the east and west coasts of India to this day. Parashu means axe. Parashurama literally means Rama with the axe. The story of Parashurama goes as such that the purpose of his birth and the sequences in his life lead to his having a strong enmity towards the Kshatriya clan. Parashurama was foretold to appear at a time when overwhelming evil prevailed on the earth. The Kshatriya clan, with weapons and riches, had begun to abuse their power, took what belonged to others by force and tyrannized people. He corrected the cosmic equilibrium by destroying 21 generations of Kshatriya warriors. Parashurama was the son of sage Jamadagni and Devi Renuka. Rishi Jamadagni and Devi Renuka performed penance for several years to Lord Shiva so that the 6th incarnation of Lord Vishnu would be born to them. Lord Shiva granted them the boon, and Vishnu was born as their 5th and youngest child, named Ramabhadra. But born in a Brahmin family, he was unlike other Brahmins. He had strong traits and skills of a Kshatriya like aggression, warfare and valor. He therefore is called a Brahmakshatriya, the one having skills from both the clans. He strove immensely to learn warfare and archery from wherever he could, and became the fiercest warrior of his time. He undertook severe penance unto Lord Shiva and asked for his axe as a boon, and thus was named Parashurama. One of the most popular stories about Lord Parashurama was that he beheaded his mother. But there is a symbolism of both righteousness in following the direction of an elder and love for his mother that one can learn from this tale. Devi Renuka, his mother, was considered a powerful being because of her devotion to her husband. It is said that she had the power to bake a pot from the river sand in which she could collect water every day for her husband's daily rituals. One day, while going towards the river, she saw the reflection of a beautiful celestial being, a Gandharva, and lost her balance in the water. Because of that, she lost the power of making the pot and couldn't collect the water. Sage Jamadagni got to know of this through his intuitive powers and ordered his son to behead their mother. When the first 4 sons refused to do so, he turned them into stones. When Jamadagni bade Parashurama to do so, Parashurama immediately took his axe and chopped off his mother's head in total obedience to his father's request. Jamadagni was so pleased with Parashurama's righteousness that he told him to ask for 2 boons. Parashurama then immediately asked his father to restore the lives of his mother and brothers, and Jamadagni granted it. The legend says that the act of beheading his own mother was so heinous that the axe got stuck to Parashurama's hand. Even after Devi Renuka came back to life, the axe remained stuck in his hand with blood in it. He could neither wash off the blood nor put down the axe. The sages then advised him that he needed to cleanse off the heinous deed by washing his hands in the holy Lohit river. Parashurama walked to the Lohit river located in present-day Arunachal Pradesh and washed his hands at the river bank. As soon as he touched the water, the axe got detached from his hands, and because of this, the site came to be known as Parashurama Kund. Let us now listen to the story of how Parashurama came to have Kshatriya traits, although born a Brahmin. King Gadhi was a descendant of Kusha, a brainchild of Brahma. He had a daughter named Satyavati, who was married to a sage named Ruchika, a descendant to Bhrigu. Gadhi was without a son, and Ruchika, his son-in-law, was childless as well. To be blessed with a great Brahmin as a son, sage Ruchika gave his wife Satyavati a sacrificial offering to bless her with a Brahmin boy. He also gave Satyavati's mother, the queen of Gadhi, another offering to bless her with a mighty Kshatriya son. But the queen exchanged the offering with her daughter, thinking Ruchika was lying to get a Kshatriya son for himself. When Ruchika got to know about it, he told his wife Satyavati now she would have a Kshatriya son while her mother would have a Brahmin son. But Satyavati pleaded with him not to deprive them of a Brahmin son. Although Ruchika could not revoke the boon, he changed the boon so the effect would take place one generation later. So Satyavati gave birth to Jamadagni, who was a Brahmin and a great sage, and Jamadagni later had a child named Ramabhadra, who went on to be Parashurama. Satyavati's mother gave birth to a child named Vishwamitra, who, being a Kshatriya by birth, went on to be a great sage and a Brahma Rishi, playing a huge part in the Ramayana as the guru to Rama and Lakshmana.